So, hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Claire. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine. Of course, you know that because you're probably here often enough. But if you're brand new, welcome. I hope you join us and I hope you like the video if you like it, because yes, according to what I get told at the other end of it and just what anyone can see when you click on it, yeah, the likes are just, God. It's like I just don't, yeah, you know what I mean? It looks like I just don't get them, but then they've got to be lying, right? Do you know why? Because I get the thing delivered, like, I don't know, every couple of weeks about the overall stats, and it's got like something crazy like, 28 people shared it this month and like 200 and whatever people liked. And I'm like, where about, like, do you know what I mean? So it's, you know what I mean? So I think they're trying to tell, this is going to have something to do with this message, that all that glitters isn't gold. In that case, it would be like, what, yeah, just basically like what it looks like isn't always what it looks like. Like, so who knows whether when you click on a video and it's got loads of likes and loads of views, if that's even the truth. Because all I know is being a creator at this end, something doesn't add up. You know what I mean? And I've always known that, but it's just like it's just getting more and more annoying. And I just honestly, I think you're going to hear me saying it as I think just because Pisces season, like you know what I mean. I can't hide it. I just get so fed up in this energy. I just can't fucking stand it. I really can't. Like I love the mystical, magical side of it, but my life's mystical, magical every day. The whole sort of mystery, and typically speaking, day to day, I'm very patient and I'm able to surrender to the mystery of things, and I'm able to help other people because I help people with the mystery of their twin flame journey every fucking day for a long time now. But me personally, with the Venus retrograde in Aries, when I have Venus in Aries, and all the combination of all the other stuff, not liking Pisces season, I'm not liking this. So I think, I've said this before, but I'm gonna have to, on the days where I've got lots of energy, which isn't today. Although I'm gonna see how I'm gonna record this, and then I'm gonna have something to eat, and then by the time I have something to eat, it'll be time to go live if I want to go live. I'm not going to force myself to. Um, but yeah, hopefully at least one of these days, I don't know, like, yeah, it's because of that eclipse. See what I mean? Because of that eclipse too. So basically, I've not got a cough or anything or a sore throat. This is my energy levels. Um, if you find that I'm putting out videos from like 6 months ago, a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago in some cases, it's because I'm being guided to rest. Okay. So, and also it's just in case, so again, I'm just doing a bit of housekeeping right now. It's in case people actually want to do the full moon eclipse Zoom on Friday. I would rather actually just rest, um, yeah, tomorrow and Thursday. Just because I've got to listen to my body. It's like for whatever reason, it's like, oh, really weird. But I thought it was just because I was up early. I'd done a lot of filming last week, and then I was up early on Saturday going to see my best pal, and then I was back, not too late at night, but it's a long day for me. And then it was just as well my other friend that was home, although I'd really wanted to see her, like she had to cancel, but it was just for the best because I was just so tired. And then, like I said, I was really tired yesterday. I had a wee burst of energy though because I was filming those shorts. But no, today, like, I was like, what the fuck is that heavy feeling? And then I realised it was, we're going into, most of this week's going to be shadowed by Sun conjunct Saturn in Pisces. So, Saturn's ass kicker. I've spoke loads in depth about when twin flames have Saturn conjunctions, because I know that that is something that I've got with my own twin flame, and and I've seen it, yeah, I've seen it with other twin flames as well. But it's kind of like, um, it's quite intense. So, like I said before, if this is how I make him feel, I understand. It's fine. Fuck's sake, do you know what I mean? other people find me fun and uplifting and everything, but if this is the energy that I make him feel, then understand it's fine. Oh God, let's hope not the way. We've got the because the thing is we've all got different aspects to our energy, so it's quite funny, isn't it? Right, so the other thing is, I'm shuffling these, and these are just fucking brutal. So, but it suits energy because if you see in the community tab, I posted the bit emoji that was like brutal. And by the way, my hair is fucking shocking. It's been dyed again. Although, do you know what? I'm digging the grey that's coming in there. Like I can see I am eventually going to embrace that, but I don't think for another 10 years, maybe even just 5 years, because like I've said before, like I did embrace it during the pandemic, the lockdown, and it was like it was just it got to a point where it was quite funny. One of my best pals was like, "You are gonna die, eh?" And the thing is, I was already thinking, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I can't fucking deal with this, man." But yeah, it's quite weird to think like what my hair would have been like, and it's part of the galactic human as well. You know what I mean? Is it grey? Is it silver? I don't know. Um, wisdom highlights, but yeah, I like it. I kind of like it a little bit when it's coming in, but kind of, when it starts getting a bit too, I'm like, nah, I'll hold out till probably the weekend on that full moon. Um, what else? But yeah, these cards are dramatic. But it is a Leo full moon. It's not a full moon. It is a Leo moon. So see what I mean? Drinking, toxic lifestyle. So basically, the first question is. So this is if you've never seen this before, if you're new, this is my own spread that I made up. Sometimes I read all the questions. Sometimes I skip some and whatever. But what I start with is like identifying the divine feminine, the divine masculine, or like what happened in the past. So I feel it in the past that like there's something here about a drinking and a toxic lifestyle. Um, so whether that is the feminine or the masculine, because again, although people will be like, well, clearly that's the masculine. Yeah, like, but if it's more sort of present in like recent past. But the thing is, that still could be you feminines, whether you're male or female, for your past, I would imagine, unless you're somebody that's like near the twin flame unit. You know what I mean? So not necessarily the masculine, because you mirror, and not always at the same time. What just fell out? But yeah, my hair's not feeling like shit. Fuck's sake, that's me like feeling like shit. So yeah, so in the past, whether this is the feminine or the masculine, you've found, but again, what they're guiding me to say is this is for both of you. So all the many people that might resonate with this, it doesn't matter what one you are, male or female. If you connect with this group of people I'm reading for, in the past, and this could even just be the recent past, but this could be years ago, you found that drinking a lot and leading a kind of toxic lifestyle is what it said in the card, whatever that means to you, just kind of like partying and drinking, it leaves you feeling like shit. So therefore, I'd imagine you don't do it as much, or you don't do it ever. I don't know about you, but that actually is my past. But and in some cases, because I'm so honest, like I said, like most historically the last couple of years, I'll have had a drink like once a year, really. Yeah, once or twice a year. Um, well, definitely the last year anyway. Um, but but yeah, I've had a like the whole year before that. I actually didn't drink anything for most of the year, and then when I did, I felt like shit. So I mean, it's kind of like, you know what I mean. So however that fits, but this could also be like last week, like you've just given up the drink or that you're getting to that stage now. So right now, let's specifically home in on. Give me something out of this is risky, but give me something out of this deck to identify the divine feminines, and it's still the masculine feminine side. But listening to us, round and around and around and around we go. Tell me now. I always feel like I have to sing it. Oh, the Rihanna song, where she's lying in the bath and she's like, I'm fucking sick of this shit. Cycles, triggers, and lessons. So I feel this is divine feminines in the past, but I'd say this could be the recent past. Sorry, I'm getting so annoyed at my hair. It looked like really. That's what I said to my best friend. It looked like really nice, like last week, like when I done it. And do you know what I mean? But I was filming the videos. It depends what you look at. But it's like when I actually went there on Saturday, it was like it wasn't not nice, but it wasn't as nice. And then yeah, it's but anyway. But now I'm kind of pushing it because I did want to wash my hair last night, but I hadn't my shampoo hadn't arrived because I wanted it's a conditioner actually, the curl one. So I actually didn't have any conditioner left, or I would have used any because I don't always specifically use a curl one, but I've just wanted to try it to see. And so anyway, so I had to. So anyway, we're just making do, feeling like shit. That's me the day too. So we're just cracking on anyway. So, but yeah, I feel you're just sick of like this, karmic cycle with your twin flame. Whether you see them now and again or you've not seen them for years, you're just fucking sick of it. In the past, and you're sick of it now. I'm putting a bit of how I feel into there too. I love it when they do that. They like use it's quite entertaining. So, like I said, you're going to just if you want to watch me, you're just going to have to stomach the fact that Venus going retrograde in my own sign is making me feel some type of way. I was like, when does it come out? So it comes out of it basically like a month from. So I've got to be in this a whole month. Comes out of it right before my birthday, basically. Right. So it's not all bad. I'm having like deep epiphanies and clarity about business stuff and that too. But so I now know why they're getting. So this is for and again, I hate that card because it's disgusting. When I first saw it, right, when someone else was using this, when I first saw it, I thought that was a snake, right? Which makes sense, like, because I always use like a clown or a snake or a rat or something like, but it's like, it's a knife, which is even more fucked up. But either way, it's like karmic ties. So in the past, the feminine, and look what I just said as well, the karmic feminine is in some kind of cycle, right? Stuck with the masculine, keeping the masculine stuck. And I did say karmic feminine because it is a female on the card. So if it happens to be a karmic male, you can change it to that. But I'm going with that. So and the divine feminine is sick of karmic cycles going round and round. And this is a masculine's card. They've got karmic ties. So it's like, what that means is if you're the divine feminine, you're getting dragged along for the ride. Like, you know what I mean? Like energetically, like your energy's being drained, you're feeling like shit. So when they're feeling like shit, you can feel like shit too because you can pick up on it. Not always. Like sometimes like one twin can be like fly high and ascending and feeling really good, and the other one won't be feeling so good. It's not. So, but I feel in this case is what I'm picking up on is picking up on a time in your life. Remember, this is a past energy when you were being dragged down by whatever your twin flame was going through. So again, that could probably go for everyone right now. So let's just ask combined. Is there anything else we need to know about just that? Because this is just to identify if this is going to make sense to you. And like I said, that doesn't really cut a lot of people out. This feels collective, actually. I was wondering, mirroring because of the round and round. Because this is so annoying. Actually, I filmed 2 longer videos yesterday, Mediumship Monday and one of these. But I done it on my phone because the thing about that phone is it's my older work phone, but I love it because you can pause it. So it's quite good if someone comes to the door or if I want to go and have my tea in between. Like it's just I love it. And it's funny because my iPhone's the more up to date one. It's maybe the fancy one. You can't pause and do all of that on that. So I can only do it on that Samsung. So I might look into get the same one, but basically the same phone again, like an old one, because all I do is filming it because it's. But I mean, it was working all right, but it's been a bit temperamental. So those videos will appear at some point. But if you're seeing this before, then I'm still fiddling about trying to get that to work. But yeah, what I feel is currently happening. Well, I was asking about the past, right? Which remember, the past can be like an hour ago, yesterday, a couple of weeks ago, or it can be years ago. You've been heavily mirroring in the past. And so that just picks up what I've said that, whatever your twin's going through, you feel it on some level and maybe quite intensely. So let us now shuffle for the present. Like, could you tell me something about presently for the feminine? What just leapt out? Love message. We got one of the good ones. So I feel there is a love message coming for you. If you are the divine feminine, male or female, I feel there is, although I have to say with that karmic ties and it having a woman on it, although it could be same sex too, I do feel that divine feminine's a female and the masculine's a male for this group. But it can still just fit however. But I do feel there presently there's a love message coming. Or again, you could have already had a love message, you know what I mean? So whether this is like somebody coming to talk to you or like getting a text or a call, and they're just reminding me because I can't bother getting it. When I showed that card that has news message or I don't know, letter or something, it's Mercury conjunct Venus, right? Which I think that is basically I said it yesterday, so it's still going to be that now. Yeah, actually it's more exact now. So Mercury conjunct Venus makes perfect sense for it. Wait a minute. For a love message. Sorry, I'm so annoyed at my hair. So yeah, I do feel like, you know what I mean? It's like there's some sort of communication coming. So I'm going to be interested to see if that round and round card comes out of the wisdom of the oracle because I've actually got them there again. So let's see. So now this will be interesting. So the masculine presently to go with a love message. So you see how in the present the feminine can feel there's some sort of message coming, and the masculine feminine side you're preparing to communicate. For whoever this is for, and remember what I said. Well, what I always say, this is timeless, so this is just the moment it happens. This can happen whenever. But that is the present astrology, is things to do with like communication and stuff. And love too, because it's conjunct Venus. So passionate communication, actually, fast, quick communication. Because Venus retrograde is making you think about the past too. And Pisces energies endings, and especially because like the feminines are just again like it's like that is the way I feel that I'm just like I always get like this in Pisces season, but I'm just like no, third year in a row doing it. Like we're in March. Like I'm like there's no fucking way I'm doing exactly the same as what I've done for the past 2 years on top of what I've done, holistically for tech. Like I'm just not doing it. Like I think I'll just what I'll do is I'll focus my energy and like I'll need to do both, but I'll home in on twins that are in union, help the people that are actually in union, but still help those of you who are in separation too. But do you know what I mean? Like I need to change something up. It's just so fucking boring. Right. Masculine presently losing sleep, worried, replaying events, thinking about you. So you see how like although I'm channeling it quite animatedly, like fed up, like that is exactly what I said because they're just speaking through me. It's like the feminine's fed up of things going round and round and round, and you just want some type of closure. You just want an honest conversation. That's what you want. And the masculine's losing sleep, worried, replaying events, thinking about you. The Venus retrograde is making all that happen. So I feel like there's one more card that wants to come out. What else? Blocked spams, calls, text. So like I said, whenever this comes up, it's divine feminines. Typically, you just intuitively know not to block your twin flame, because they're already running and blocking you energetically, or they're the ones that literally block. So in some cases, so I feel at some point like this person, yeah, this group of masculines could be dwelling on the fact that they have blocked you, at some point in the past or presently, or left you on red or ignored you because the guy's on the phone. And then we've got bad news on the back. So at some point in the past, like I feel like this masculine has had some type of phone call, and it's like some type of shocking news because the guy's like, what the fuck, or bad news, or but I feel like just recently, like this person's spiritual gifts are really activating, and they're realizing that you're a wish fulfillment, right? So we'll not pull anymore, and they're seeing the true colors of the karmic energies around them, whether it is the romantic, current, or past karmic ties, or karmic friends, or whoever's the karmic energy. And now they've got massive regrets. See how they're just letting that flow as I'm saying it. So this love message is going to have a wee bit of all of that in it if this resonates. So I knew it was gonna be intense. And what have we got here? So that was the past, and to identify who this is for. Oh, let's use these as well. Right, so what is a repeating pattern for the feminine? And like what's keeping the feminine stuck in the south node in the past? You might not be though. You might have closed out that karmic cycle, and that's why this your twin flame is feeling it. Observer, yeah, look, observer in reverse. This is interesting. So again, remember, like that's everything happens for a reason. I pulled this yesterday on the twin flame therapy. I'm sure it was that, or yeah, it was either the mediumship Monday or that, you know what I mean, because they were kind of merged together. But it was upright, and I'd said about that is the masculines observing the feminines, right? Because that's how you learn and you awaken on this journey. But I feel because it's in reverse, like this group of feminines, this is the point where it really is like not like um enough kind of watching and learning. Like you need to actually come and talk now. You know what I mean? I'm just I'm just channeling the energy. It's coming from, and it's quite funny because Mercury conjunct Aries is very assertive. And it's because I said this yesterday too, but it's because we're in Venus retrograde, but we're also going to go into a Mercury retrograde on Saturday, along with that full moon in Virgo. So the energy does feel quite serious. It's like it's a reality check because Virgo is reality. What else for the feminine? What are you not repeating anymore, or you're letting go the distance? Yeah, look, it's time to go the distance. Like whatever that means, it's like I'm not wanting to stay stuck in whatever the fuck this has been. Like I honor whatever it's needed to be for this twin flame journey, but can we just go the distance now? And like that just means like having a conversation to know what the next part of your life is. Look, because I can feel that something's coming. Like this is the feminine. Like I can feel that there is a message coming. There's some type of communication that wants to come forward. Like, can it just happen already? That was very, again, I must stress if you're new to me, I'm like the most patient person ever. I am an Aries with Venus is Aries, but I'm like the most patient person ever. But I'm feeling the message. Right, so, um, masculine, what are you ready to let go of, or what are you stuck in, depending on what makes sense? Sorry, this is quite banter. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like the masculine can feel. I don't know if I don't think you can hear that. But look what's just come on. You are the reason. I'd climb every mountain, swim every ocean, just to be near you. Think what, fix what I've broken, clean it up. That's hilarious. Again, I can't sing it that high. So again, that is a song that likes to come on quite a lot. I know that some of you like it. I mean, I love it too. I've grown to love it even more because it comes on all the time. But yeah, it's just generally that feeling of it fits a massive regret, seeing the true colours of the karmic ties, not being able to sleep. This is awakening energy. This is strongly, strongly reminding me of some of these channelings that I've done like 2 and 3 years ago. So I'll just sort of, I can't be bothered watching them again, but I'll just sort of see the thumbnail and I might put them below if I really feel. But one sticking out in particular, there's one where it's like that guy that's like, oh, I can't even remember what it says, but he looks fed up. It's those emotional cards. I think they want me to use them. They're right beside me. Watch this. If that guy comes out on that card, it's picking up on what I'm feeling. It's a timeline shift. Like, because that's the point that these ones I've done like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 9 months ago, a year ago, you get it. Like, these can all they can be manifesting now. Um, so, but yeah, this masculine like is feeling like time's running out and they want to clean it up. That is so Virgo full moon because Virgo full moon is cleaning, tidying, detoxing, decluttering. And I don't know about you, but that's why I'm feeling really irked today too, because my cards are everywhere, right? Really want to tidy it up, but when it's this chaotic, I'm like, I actually don't know where to start, and then I just freeze, right? Um, and I'll eventually do, you know, I mean, I'll start somewhere and I'll get it done, but I need to have the energy to do that. Um, and I need to film these during the day, or I'll just lose momentum to do it. But yeah, Pisces season, do you know what I mean? It can make you just a bit all over the place, a bit sleepy, a bit, you know. Um, but it's ending. So yeah, that really fits. I feel like I want to shuffle once more, just with interest. I thought the round and round card might come out again, but imagine the masculine is like visualizing and imagining how this might be in reality. And I feel, you know, look, look what I just said about being tired, time for a nap. This masculine group have been in a deep period of rest. Remember, what I would say is depression, unless it's like if you're diagnosed with clinical depression, then that's a bit different, right? But side note, the doctors stamp people everything these days. So, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to surrender and just be stuck in that, then, you know, but look, the stuff that I put out there has shifted people out of even that, believe it or not. So if because like what I've said before, if I get people coming to me that have got like really serious addictions to alcohol, sex, drugs, rock and roll, like you know what I mean, you name it, and they do a session with me and then they're suddenly not doing any of this stuff, of course it's going to work for like, you know, stuff like, you know, being stuck in a rut and depressed and stuff as well. So, you know, just believe in miracles, but it did come out reverse. So I do feel that this masculine has been daydreaming a lot while they've been healing, and now they're guided to go towards Treasure Island. I mean, that's hilarious, isn't it? But that is like the sun card in this. It's like divine feminine is the Treasure Island, like that they want to head to. Oh my god, that's fucking mental. Message in a bottle on Treasure Island. Like it's like divine feminine is on Treasure Island, and like the message, and they're trying to send a message in a bubble. Oh, that's really interesting. So it's like being, I get it, it's like being stuck, like being stuck in hell, basically. And you can't. It's like the lower world, you know, stuck in shamanism talk. Right. So, has that went off yet? Because no, that's going to go off in 2 minutes. See what I mean? I can't pause it. Won't burn though. Wait a minute. I'm just going to put that on for another 20 minutes because otherwise I would just run away and leave. That's just what annoying. I can't actually. I could. I could put. No, I can. Maybe I should. I have got a pause when I'm, because I'm not. It's when I'm live streaming, but I'm not live streaming. I'm recording it and then I'm going to upload it. Hmm. I'll put it to that anyway. Right. So let's get back to, because I can feel it. It's like I want to cough again. Right. The North Node focus. Now this deck, it hasn't got all the cards in it, but this makes me laugh because it's got the one where the Ten of Wands is a woman with the dishes piled up behind her. Just like, fuck's sake, I can't even fucking deal with this. That's where I've been. Um, that's what I need to do when I finish this. Like, it's like what I'm saying. I'm like, I just don't know where to. And I'm looking at that fucking tree. I'm going to need to take the tree down now. That's, do you know what I mean? It was like I kept it up while it was fun, but now it's depressing me. So I'm going to need to take it down. Maybe it's because it's during the day. Right. So the divine feminine, your present focus is to stand up for yourself. So notice it as a man on a hill there. So you could be a divine feminine male, but like I said, I was more feeling the presence of the divine feminine being a female and the just with the karmic feminine on the thing. But like I said, same sex, whatever, blah blah blah. But I feel this is you, whether you're male or female. I feel this is you defending yourself, and it's like, you know, blocking the haters. You know what I mean? It's like challenge, determination, resistance. But look, you're high above. That's all the haters and the enemies, and I don't like these words, but that's what's coming in. People that are trying to like bring your energy down and talk shit about you and just basically go against you, in whatever way. You're just like, get the fuck, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to higher ground. I'm just actually going to ignore you because, like, you know, it's like I'm here, it's like you don't even know me, or you're actually outright lying. You know what I mean? Again, I know it sounds like I'm directly kind of knowing what I'm talking about. I'm not. I'm just feeling into it for different people. But it's just kind of like get the fuck, basically, right? So that's the North Node focus of the feminine. Quite funny. Really want to use in astrology. But also notice that that is also the masculine's present feelings, because the masculine's feminine side is your feelings and your receptivity. The masculine's high up on a hill as well. Like, or you could be if you want to be like, look, get the fuck, like, leave me alone. I'll do what I want, kind of thing. So you don't need to be saying it like that, but that's how it's coming through, and it's quite entertaining. So we'll roll it. You know what I mean? Got to protect my energy. So I'll just sort of wrap this up. That's just one of my signs. When my throat goes like that, it's my energy levels. So I just trust it. I'm not gonna over intellect, like, why is it? You know what I mean? Why am I like that? It's the energy, because it's eclipse week. So like I said, if you don't have any sort of more in real time, I've just been guided to, I know that I mean, I just can't really, that's what I mean. I'm procrastinating a bit because I'm like, I was going to definitely take Wednesday off because yeah, basically, because I'm going to kick the arse. I'm not going to kick the arse out of it as it stands. I'm going to film this and then I'm going to do oh, that's why I was having my tea a bit earlier. Yeah. And then I'm going to do the live stream. But like I said, I'm not going to do it long because I'm definitely not going to do it long, but I will do it as what I'm feeling just now. But yeah, so I'm going to take Wednesday off to rest because although I'm not going to do it for long, I just feel I'll take that off, rest my voice, pick an area to tidy up, and yeah, maybe take Thursday off as well. And then because it's eclipse on Friday, to be honest, I really just think I'm going to take the rest of the week off. Like, as in, like, yeah, because it's holding space for that circle. But even if the circle doesn't take the, and that's because the thing is, I'm not going to be working with clients next week. I don't think so. If there's things on the schedule, then fine. But email, just because that eclipse week is just always so intense. I've got a couple of things on for myself, and so I know I'm definitely going to be using that week just to tidy up and everything. But I'm listening to my body because, like, remember, my sun is in the house of Virgo, and this is a Virgo full moon, so very interesting. But yeah, so if you see older videos published, like, because they were guiding me to one that was filmed August last year, and it was titled, like, you know, it was something like gel haters around the divine masculine. Again, like, what's new? But like, it was like, you know, like your creativity really coming on full on, like whatever your talent is, singing, dancing, acting, you know, psychic skills, spiritual gifts, because that came up. And like, I can't remember, but I didn't even put on the membership. So, but I'm going to put that on the membership at least, and then it'll come in public at some point if I'm guided to. But right, what's the North Node focus for the feminine? Funny if North Node comes out. Saturn, the truth. And remember that, so love it, because right now, Saturn is conjunct the sun in Pisces. So, and remember, I said this before and I pulled this card. It interests me that Saturn is called the truth, because I would have put that with like Aries or the first house or something. But Saturn it's like, if, again, I wouldn't usually associate with the truth, but if I was going to, I would call it the brutal truth, which I usually quite like. That's something I coined years ago because that's what I deliver, but I try to deliver it in a gentle way as well, with the humor. But it's, I feel Saturn is delivering brutal truth to you, divine feminine, whatever that means, but also for the masculine's feelings. And we've seen that because we've got massive regrets, bad news. So I feel there's true colors. So whatever all that mixture is, like massive regrets about something from the past, and maybe listening to karmic people over the divine feminine. Or it could just be in general, if it's not listening to it could just be like listening to what people have said to keep you away from the divine feminine, you know, because that's really what it's all about. It's about keeping you apart. And that's what I always say, if you ever manage to actually fucking run the gauntlet to talk to your twin flame, even if it's for a short period of time, well done, you know, because that could clear up a lot of confusion. But it's not easy to do. you energetic, you might just fucking jump in the car or jump in a plane or whenever, however far you live. It's not like that. It's things will get in your way, that blocking card. So if it feels like there's a window of opportunity or a portal to do it, I would do it. Because you'll only know that if you're true twin flame. Things will just get in your way. Especially the Mercury retrograde at the weekend. Right. Because the Venus retrograde is actually supportive for twin flame for like past love. But obviously it can still cause difficulty too. They keep pulling me a card over there. It says treasure your loved ones. So I do feel that the masculine, because I'm shuffling for the masculine, is really starting to treasure what this connection, or like have a deeper awareness, awakening to what this all means. Masculine North Node focus. Void of course moon missing. I just feel it overall it's tying in with those, like the divine masculine is missing this connection, missing the feminine, but also void of course moon, like nothing will come of this situation is what that means. It doesn't say that on that card, but it's like I want to pull another one. It feels like the masculine's panicking that like nothing is going to come from this situation. Like if they come forward now with that message in a bottle, what if it's too late? What if like nothing, nothing happens from it? Because that's what it is. It's like the whole thing about avoid of course moon is, depends which way you look at it, no harm will come to you, but also it's like no like major success. So that's what I mean. It's like that would be like this group of masculines' worst nightmare if it was to go not the way that they hope it, that they've been imagining. What else? Yeah, Uranus, genius, like it's unpredictable, but it's like I also, because remember I'm channeling, and then it doesn't mean that's true. It's the masculine is feeling that, because also with Saturn truth coming out, that's the masculine's feelings. So I particularly say if you have got a sun in Pisces, or a moon, or a Pisces rising, or Pisces, really Pisces anyway, but I would say anywhere, but I'd say Pisces planets, that sun conjunct Saturn on any of these Pisces planets could really be like hammering home some harsh reality, harsh truths. And I feel this Uranus energy is like this, but the spontaneous awakening kind of energy. Again, I'm seeing those thumbnails that I've done ages ago where it's like the guy like, I'm like, oh my God, I love her, or oh my God, I love him, or I've just realized, you know what I mean? Whatever. Yeah, but this is unpredictable energy too. Like, and it's, yeah, look, South Node, and that's what we just read about. So it's like, look, life debts, like, oh, that would be a good thumbnail actually, wouldn't it? I'll just see when I'm watching it back. This masculine presently is ready to let go of the past. That's what that means. They're ready to let go of the past. Ready to let go of the past. Seventh house partnerships, ready to let go of the past. And also it's got a 31 on it. So we're in March, the 31st of March can be significant there too. That's actually the day of mediumship as well, but it's fourth house, family. So again, anything to do with these themes of partners, family, whether it's immediate family or older family members or something. There's something here about this all being a focus right now. So that this could be, because this is the present energy, the North Node. Like that's interesting. The present focus for the masculine is to let go of the past and the karmic debt and endings, because they can't sleep and spiritual awakening and everything, but also there's a focus here on family and partners and karmic partnerships that are breaking down because the seventh house was in reverse. So again, that absolutely can be romantic partners, or even if you're not with them anymore, it's like people from the past that you're connected to. But this can be friends and family and stuff too, because like I've said before, like in the seventh house, like yeah, like that's where people that you've had like long friendships with, or work things that do eventually end. Like even if it's after a long time, like 10 years or 18 years or 20 years or something, they can often be in your seventh house too. So this could be friendship. So yeah, however all that fits. Right. So What is a karmic lesson that a feminine's learning right now? Something that needs to be released, or sorry, I say this every time I do it. It's the same question, so I just haven't changed it. But opportunity, creativity, and action, right? So there's something. So the karmic lesson that you need to be released is basically to take action, like to seize the opportunities. Also, because there's a little girl on this, I really do feel that if you, especially if you're a female, but this can be for the male divine feminine too, I feel this is either something about a child or it's about healing your inner child, right? It's like the and passionate energy coming in there. And that's actually very Leo moon right now. Like so really important. I'm going to use the inner child card. It's really important to passionately listen to your inner child. I like that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull a cut. That's what I feel like I need to do. It's like I need a mixture of, right, do something fun, like listen to podcasts or music or something while I tidy up to get the Saturn boring bit out of the way, basically. And then the Venus and Aries I need to play in the Leo moon. So, and like I said, it's quite funny because it's like, that's why I said at the start, like I could understand when twin flames have got like a Saturn conjunction, you know, with because it can feel pretty serious. Like you don't know why, but it feels like this person's like quite a big deal in your life, so you could run like fuck from it. Especially like I said, if the divine feminine happens to land in the Saturn, but in the masculines and the Venus, it's like, oh dear. Um, until they grow more and mature, because that's what Saturn is, and you realize that you can blend these energies because you are one energy. But again, you have to be ready for that because it does sound pretty heavy. That's, as much as I say it in a jokey way, I'm looking at now. It's 418 as I'm saying this. My birthday numbers. It's like you know, you're not. That's not all you are, right? So because they use me as an example, I know that that's not all I am, and that makes sense when the time is I'm looking at is at my birthday numbers. Like that's why I said actually it's like that's what's missing from my life is somebody to remind me to have fun and play and let go and because it's all just work 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 and teaching and everything to do with Saturn basically. So my twin flames Venus energy helps lighten that up, but when he's not here I'm just in the Saturn, you know what I mean? God, that's fucking dear, that's making me want to cry or something, but it's and then but you can see how it goes the other way when there's no kind of like Saturn is boundaries when there's no kind of like, I don't know all the well, I know all the words I want to use, but I can't because I've used that example. It'll stop me wanting to put this out. But if you know what I mean, it's like you've got to have a balance. That's what twin flames are, right? So, because the point is, if you overdo it in any of these fun things, you could actually end up very unhappy. You know what I mean? Like, let's go with a light example. You can't fucking put down the junk food. Well, you could sit and do that every single night, but guess what? You're going to wake up one day, you're going to feel like shit. Now apply that to all the fucking heavier things like alcohol and whatever else, you know what I mean? Um, so it's actually quite helpful to have somebody to be like, "You do what you want, but like, yeah, I like the way you describe that because I don't know about a lot of you. I've not seen it. I've only ever seen it in a few people's charts that I've looked at together. But it is a very twin flame placement that. Right. So you can book that session when it's on the schedule. That's one of the things I'm rearranging. I'm going to have a astrology session for you and your twin flame at the same time. I've always done stuff like this, but I'm going to actually because there's more people coming like that. I'm going to have that on the schedule. Um, right, a karmic lesson that needs to be released or worked on, or however you want to word it for the masculine. Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands, intelligent, exuberant, determined. So again, I feel this is the focus. Like this is a masculine energy that wants to passionately move towards like a Queen of Wands, so a passionate woman. Um, tweak it however you want, but that's how I feel it's coming through. But also like they're being magnetized towards the divine feminine because a Queen of Wands is something that I mean it's sass. It's like you take notice. It's somebody that doesn't take any shit and they're shining their light. Wise counselor. Look, that's kind of like what I was just saying about Saturn. Belonging, learning, traditions. So remember, this is a lesson right now. It's like the masculine is learning, like really in a place of learning what has this all been about? Like so it feels like the masculine's going from like why am I going through all this hell to I can really see how much I've learned and grown over this process and I'm grateful for it. So that's quite a big shift. What's in the back? Queen of Air, brilliant, experienced humanist, but Queen of Swords. So that again is a karmic lesson right now. Is the masculines, are concerned what they're going to come up against with the divine feminine, like boundaries, because that can be boundaries too. Right, shadow work. What will we use for that? Actually, before I do that, I want to ask emotionally, where's the feminine at presently that resonates with this? All the feminines, and they are tending to feel like this is female divine feminines, but if it makes sense otherwise, you can go with that comes out fairly often. We've got safe, but in reverse, secure, sheltered, and protected. So right now, the divine feminine is not feeling safe. So I feel that makes perfect sense of everything. It's like you're tired of going round and round. You're tired of the mystery. You're like I've said previously in one of the videos the other week. There, it's like just fucking tell the truth already. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I can. That's that's why I can feel that the Saturn truth card makes a lot of sense. It's like this just it's the divine feminine, divine masculine. Like when you're a true divine twin flame couple, the feminine should feel safe. The card should be upright. So that's just currently how the feminine feels. But we've seen that the masculine has got plans to go towards the feminine to basically to correct that. And Saturn is about hard work. It's like I was thinking about it today, like because I say this quite a lot, but I've got Saturn and Scorpio next to my Mars in the first house. I don't like, I don't like riding on people's coattails, and I don't like it when people try to do that to me either, because that's happened over the day. I mean, it's like I like to get there myself, and so yeah, there's something coming through about that. I don't know what that had to do with it, but that came through. Right, where's the masculine at currently? Now, this is interesting. It's not the whole deck, but time's up because the alarm just went off. Like the masculine's feeling like time's up, TikTok, we saw that. Um, if that guy comes out, I think it's got unfulfilled on it. That'll be interesting. But I don't know if he's even in the deck. Where's the masculine at presently? But also, that's also the masculine's feminine side emotionally. The masculine isn't feeling safe either. Unsure, fucking hell, wow. Uncertain, doubtful, and indecisive. But I feel, right, at one point, I feel this was about, for whoever this makes sense with, a karmic energy and a divine feminine. I feel the masculine was pulled in different directions for whatever reason. You'll know for your situation. But I do feel there was a hell of a lot of karmic energies around the masculine, pushing them towards the karmic path, right? And there would have been, there would have been some people, for some people there wouldn't have been, to be honest, but for some people there would have been some people that were cheating on to go towards the divine feminine, the twin flame. But this is about the masculine currently right now is unsure if it's the right time to go in. It's like I'm feeling this like cautious energy, shy. Yeah, I mean that's what I was feeling. You know what I mean? Timid, hesitant, reserved. So it's like, so this is good for you to be aware of if you're the feminine and you resonate with your masculine being in this. So that card didn't come out there. So let's see. So I'll just kind of whiz through these now. So any shadow work, anything, that the divine feminines could be looking at right now, because again, if you're watching this around, well, you are watching it around then because it's next week as I'm filming this, but the equinox is on the 20th this year. So You know, that's the balance of the light and the dark. And that's why, like I said, I'll be taking that week off to just do stuff for me because I don't like the energy of it. I can feel, I don't like the energy this week either, but I can feel I'm really not going to like the energy next week. So that's why I've just kind of, yeah, I've got a few things for myself, nice things to do. Feminine, look forward. I'm geeking out on this. You see how my energy picks up as I'm doing, like it is. It depends what you look at it. It's funny too because it's funny. You can see how real the channel and the energy is of this. I'm fucking fed up, but like my energy picks up when it's like that makes perfect sense. Like, and again, Virgo energy, Virgo full moon on Friday, loves it when things make sense, and I love it when things make sense too. I'm half and half. Like things don't need. I'm equally like things don't need to make sense because I've got planets and Pisces, like asteroids and stuff, but I'm more kind of like the fact like, oh, that makes sense. It's like it's the first card out was, you know, round and round, tired of the karmic cycles. Like the divine feminine's looking forward either way. Like it's kind of like you're charging ahead, whether the masculine is catching up with you or not, you're ascending the bullshit between you and them, and you're ascending the bullshit of any of the fucking haters and whatever. And you're just moving forward. You're not hurting anyone, but you're moving forward. So love it, look forward. But that's also the divine masculine's feelings. So divine masculine and the divine feminines shadow work on the masculine side. Count your blessings. Yeah, so the masculines are in this cautious energy. They're counting their blessings. They're very grateful. They're definitely going to be counting their blessings if you give them a chance to hear them out, and reach for the stars. And again, I feel this masculine collective. And if you are this masculine collective, you might be like, shit, like that is totally me, and I'm not ready to go towards them. Like I feel at some point you're going to shock yourself, and you're going to reach for the stars. You know that you are worthy of this connection, and I feel that you can see, or you soon will see, everything and everyone that's contributed to you not feeling worthy, and you're going to begin to explore that, even if that means like, can we be friends? Can we start to slowly get to know each other again? You know, or it could be bigger gestures of love, because I mean that is Paris there, but it's kind of like, you know, build on solid ground. Like, can we, you know, as in like, you know, stuff to do about love, or but it could be like, you know, traveling and stuff. But it's you know, this masculine group want to build on a solid ground, and they want to go at the pace that you're comfortable with. So let's get an inner child card for what would help. I'm going to pause this because I need to turn the oven off. So that's quite handy that I can do that. I forgot that. See, I was thinking, yeah. So now that I've remembered, I don't know why I just always forget that I can do that. Remember, I only discovered, you might remember when I only discovered that a wee while ago that I could do that. So anyway, right. So fuck's sake, this. Oh. The thing is, this will go up. You will see this before the other one, I'm sure, because yeah. Hopefully I get. Hopefully I don't. Yeah. Hopefully I do get them up at some point. But I think you'll see this first. So, what would help within our union for the divine feminine, and this is also the masculine's feminine side. Oh wow, you can dragonflies. Dragonflies might be significant. That's one of my power. Well, it's not an animal, is it? Power insects at my heart. That's about transformation. You can do hard things. It's not as impossible as it may feel. So this more feels like this is for the divine masculine feminine side for inner union. Look at what's already come through. You can do hard things, and it's not as impossible as it may feel. As in, it feels like the reaction that you feel you're going to get from the feminine isn't going to be as harsh as you might fear or might expect. And I guess I can't help that the divine channel that is me, the way I'm delivering it, it does feel pretty, it feels pretty stern, right? But again, I think it's just because I'm channeling the energy of Sun and Saturn, but it's and I just generally do feel exhausted and fed up, and you know, I can resonate with a lot of things that have come through, but it's not as impossible as it may feel, you know, masculines. It's like, you know, just take the leap of faith to yeah, initiate that conversation. And you know, it's like the Uranus card said, you know, it's unpredictable, but you know, you can do hard things. We all need to do it at some point, and the feminines have done it too, where you just don't know how this is going to go. In fact, in the feminines of it, it's the feminines have had it worse because it's like you have taken a leap of faith and you fucking tanked, and that's not what's going to happen to the masculine. So, well, I can't actually guarantee. For some of you, you might tank the first time. I really don't know. It depends how much effort you put in. So just to keep it real. Do you know what I mean? Like Mercury, planet communications, and Aries. I'm just going to keep it real. But for the majority, I feel divine feminines would just appreciate any kind of effort, and they know how scary that's going to be. So, but this is also the feminines card too. So you'll look 41 too. So that can be really significant for those of you that are coming up 41, like myself. See, they do pull in. You know, I've got a lot of clients that are a lot older than me, and I've got some that are younger than me. But I have got people that are the same age too, or roughly. But I've actually got more older clients than anything else. But there must be. So I feel it's those of you that are just watching, like that. You know, you don't tend to book, but there are similar ages. But yeah. So anyway, the age doesn't really matter. But I did just notice that. So 41. So listen up. This is for divine feminine, but it's also for divine masculine. You can do, it feels more for divine masculine if I'm honest, but you can do hard things. There are many things in this life that we feel we cannot or should not have to do. It can be overwhelming to think about doing something that's hard. But look at how I was even saying, like, oh, I don't know where to tidy, I don't know where to tidy first because it's all a mess. But in truth, many things we label as hard could be more appropriately labelled as simply time consuming or long. Sometimes not wanting to do hard things can be reminiscent of mindsets we might have had in childhood. And I don't know about you, but like I've told loads of stories where, yeah, my room would always be a mess as a kid. I just hated tidying my room. When my mum tried to tidy it, but like, no, I don't want you to tidy it. So she'd often just go in for the kill when I was like at a friend's house or something. And then definitely when I got older, but even when I was younger, I'd come home and I'd start crying because I was that happy, like with like for being grateful, you know, because I just didn't know where to start. And it's really quite sad, you know, even being 40, like when I think about it, that's really sad because you know what I mean. Like I didn't know that I had like ADHD or dyslexia or anything like that. All the other things, and you know my family didn't know either. So it's you know a lot of you might resonate with that too. It makes perfect sense when I'm saying it like that is what you do, and you've got a combination of different difficulties. Is you're like, where do I start? And then you freeze, and you. So again, whether you're female or male, you might resonate with that when we or if you've got children, you know, that have similar difficulties, because I do healing with children too, if you didn't know. Oh yeah, because Leo moon right now, Leo is the children. When we never wanted to clean our room or do our homework, right? Okay, of course I was a bit ahead of the book. If you have pulled this card, then you might need to reassess what has been labelled as too hard. Take time today to think upon the beliefs that might be holding you back. What you are putting yourself in a box by what you cannot or should not or have to do. Sometimes choosing to push through the feelings of I do not want to do this because I do not feel like it can be quite beneficial. I'm gobsmacked, but again, you saw that I'd already been channeling that energy of, oh my God, I need to tidy up quite a lot of areas of my house now. And it's making it feel really heavy and annoying and upsetting and frustrating because it feels like I haven't let the place get like this in a long time. But also, I hadn't actually been this busy with work in forever. So that's that's what's happened. The balance is it's an imbalance, but it's for a good reason. But it's kind of what I mean. I've got to find the balance again. So if you want to use do too. Always trust your intuition when choosing which hard activities to do, and do not attempt anything unsafe to yourself or others. Well, that's kind of blindly obvious, but so journaling prompts if you want to do them, or how do you feel after you've done a hard thing? Proud of yourself. Are you proud of yourself? Leo Moon's been about proud of yourself. Remember to highly praise yourself after doing this hard thing because you deserve it. That feels like it really ties in. Wait a minute. That'd be a nice thumbnail too. Well, the card, I don't know about me, but see, that's channeling Sun Saturn too, being hard on yourself. But I unconditionally love myself, though. That's like Brittany runs a marathon. Oh fuck! So again, I channeled about that in the videos yesterday, but because the fuck knows when you're going to see that, just quickly, that is basically she's feeling really unhappy with her weight mostly, but just herself in general, and so she sets a goal to run a marathon and but really it's about way more than running the marathon. She also gets rid of like a toxic friend in particular that's basically really narcissistic and So it fits with all the mess. Basically, the main message coming through yesterday, before I even pulled the card, was detox your friendships in particular. Um, that could be the karmic ties thing again there, but karmic ties could be anything: romantic, present, past. You know, it can be family in some cases. It can be whatever, work, toxic habits of any kind, overthinking, blah blah blah, addictions. Yeah, but it's about setting a goal and being focused, because you have to have determination and focus, because many people will come at you to try and distract you with any goals. But definitely in the twin flame path, it's more spiritual warfare will come at you badly. If you're in my collective of people, you'll fucking be well aware of that. And that's the people that book with me, is people that do get heavily spiritually attacked, because they can sense that I'm going to be able to help you with it, and you're not wrong. Because that's what happens to me as well. So, right, give us the masculines in our trial card for inner union, but this can make sense for the feminine too. Spend time in nature. Oh, so this is like one of the boring cards, but let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. So yeah, I feel that, getting out into nature, whatever that might be for you, is really going to uplift your energy, help balance. So I feel like this could speak to, if you're a masculine energy, male or female, where you are overworking, and you're I don't know, whatever you do for your work, whether it's in an office or, out and about, like traveling, doing whatever it is you do, or working from home, it's getting out and just sitting, looking out at the water, like just contemplating and reflecting or meditating, whatever you choose, because again, my type of meditating is that. That's why I like to walk by the sea, and that's like a kind of walking meditation. However you do it, that is balancing your feelings and your emotions, your feminine energy, rather than always being in your masculine. So I don't feel we need to actually read that one. Was I gonna? We've not used any of the word, right? What's a possible soul retrieval somebody needs, whether you're divine feminine or divine masculine? So I usually just do 3 of these. If it resonates, it resonates. If it resonates, you might want to consider booking a session. If you're new and you haven't heard this before, you can book the new session, that if you're new, or basically you don't need to be brand new, just you need to have not ever had a Zoom with me before to be able to book that. But there are other sessions for those of you that are here all the time that are that price too. So like hypnosis, but just be aware that if you do book that or the mediumship one, which is a wee bit less than the hypnosis, it will be that you get, but if you haven't spoke to me for ages and it's more of a more in-depth clearing, then book the crystal clear clarity, because it's about how much time and energy I put into it. So, and if you're not sure, then just email and ask me, and either I'll let you know or it's someone helping me will. But right, okay, so a soul retrieval, sensitivity and strength, tapping the forces within. It came out in reversal. Right. So again, you could be like, how are you getting this? But instantly what I got is, I feel some of you have been around people that have said really toxic things like, oh, you're too sensitive, or that's not how I meant it, or you've taken it the wrong way. I feel some of you need a soul retrieval for things like that. Like you've been around like really toxic. And again, the thing is, yeah, that can come from really toxic, nasty kind of energy, but that can also come from like people that aren't, there's a lack of awareness there, and it's like been drummed into them, so they're saying it to you. So it's not always like really kind of toxic, horrible people. It's kind of complicated, but what's important is it's left a damaging effect on you of not honoring your own feelings and thinking that your sensitivity is a bad thing. It's not. It's a beautiful gift. That's why that says tapping the forces within. So that's quite deep. Right, the second one, again, look, similar. This is in reverse. Prophets and ancient seers, decisions, predictive guidance. But what I got is, because it's in reverse, you've had people around you that don't honor your gifts. They don't. Like, I was actually saying this to my best friend the other day, right? Like, I've got this strong desire to visit Ireland, right? I can't actually believe that I've never been, because I've got Irish family. Although it's not, it's like my um like through marriage, like it's my uncle's wife. I mean, that's actually my favorite auntie, but it's kind of like you know what I mean? I've got Irish family, and I've just, you know, I'm just trying to think. I'll probably have got other Irish family too. But the point is, and I've actually got loads of like friends and stuff over the years that I've made in different parts of Ireland. But like, it's just this strong desire that I want to go and visit. And I mean, it's really not that hard. You can jump in a boat, and especially me because my passport expired ages ago, and I still haven't got it. So again, it's just something I just like. I keep meaning to do it. Like my mum will ask me every now and again. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. So again, now that I've said it, I probably will put it on my to-do list because it's not as if it's not loads of money or something. It's not like cheap either. It's not. Depends as you look at it. It's definitely something that I could do. Put it this way, like even if I have to pay on the credit card or something, but um, like, but it's just because I know I'm not. You know, I don't want to go too deep into that, but I'm not a big traveller anyway, but definitely the times that we live in, I'm not keen on getting on a plane really. I don't really trust it. And I think you'd only need to be opening your fucking eyes to know why. I definitely be looking at the astrology before I got on a flight, put it that way. But I am protected and everything. So, but again, I'm not, you know, you got to be, anyway, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, the point is the reason I was saying that was because I just feel in Ireland, like there's people with psychic gifts, and if you're like a medium or a mystic or a healer, I just feel you're treated a lot better over there. So again, if you do happen to, if you want to chip in and, you know, get, again, I mean, the comments are off just now, but if you're want to email me and sort of share something, but like, I just feel that. I just feel I maybe want to go somewhere where there is something like that, you know, just kind of see. I don't know, but I just, it's a strong stirring. 444, the angels are all around you. But the point is, it's this is a soul retrieval for again somebody you've been around people that don't honor your psychic gifts, your natural healing abilities. There's a bit of disrespect there, and this will be many people that could resonate. There's just a bit of disrespect, like, you know, for all the change and the difference you can make in the world. You need you need somebody on your corner, you need somebody on your side, and that's me if you choose me to help you with that. Right, so, and lastly, they were really quite linked though. They were quite similar. Um Same one again in reverse, the very first one. So that's strong. That's come out twice in reverse. Tapping the forces within, sensitivity and strength. This is to do, you know what? This is to do with Neptune in Pisces conjunct the North Node in Pisces. And later on, you know, as Pisces season gets towards the end of, you know, like, so actually, yeah, as soon as next week, fuck, like, that will be even stronger. But right now, like, Neptune is already conjunct the North Node. So it's like fated, destined and fated endings. But just be aware that because Neptune and Pisces and Neptune in Pisces, this is all confusion, illusion energy too. And you can see in this, like, this has been, I mean, I've made this a bit longer than I wanted to because now I've got 15 minutes to eat my tea and get on a live, but I'll be able to do that. It doesn't matter if I'm a bit late, but it's kind of like, I feel there's some kind of energy of better late than never here as well with this group of masculines. Like, it is better late than never, but it's like time has went on, so this could have been like a huge separation. And it feels like even for those of you that maybe have had some sort of reconnection, and then it's like been like another huge separation. It feels like a mixture for different type of people, but it's been what it's needed to be for this masculine to wake up to this karmic group around them, whoever that group of people is, a mixture like lovers, friends, family, or that could just be a friendship circle. But yeah, community, your group. So like, I always have a bit of banter about this, and this has been coming out a lot. To me, this, because it says community in your group, and because, and more so than not, is always like a toxic group around people when I'm tuning in. That's not a good card for me 9 times out of 10. But sometimes it depends what I'm saying. Sometimes it's like, you know, like for instance, I was talking about something to do with here, and it was like, oh, you know, this is us. Like, so this could be us getting. Basically, I think that's what they're saying. Get away from the toxic groups of people that don't appreciate you for who you are. And it definitely feels like the masculines are coming into your gifts, the males and females, but divine feminines too. If you really sort of tune in and think, who actually does respect me and value this beautiful healing gift that I've got, and get around the people, the soul family that are like, honor that, you know, stay humble with it and grounded, because Virgo is a very humble sign, and that's what this eclipse in. But it's also, don't go the other way. It's not good to be around people that devalue you, like stonewall you, you know, just ignore you when you like. Again, I'm keeping it honest, but I can think of like I was actually sitting with, you know, I was sitting with a couple of people having a conversation once, and somebody brought up something that was my area of expertise, and it was really subtle. But then when I tried to like share about a part of my work that was like complete, like basically it was a really like was something that I'm an expert in, and I tried to talk about, the person just kind of shut me down and like kept talking about what they were talking about. And I thought, you know what I mean? And then, you know, when you're just kind of like, oh, I'm just imagining it, you know, and started gaslighting myself, but I wasn't imagining it because then I noticed that it kept happening. And that's when I thought, I can't actually be around people like that anymore. Do you know what I mean? So, and it's, yeah. So, you know what I mean? It's just, and that was a long time ago, but they just flashed up that memory because it's to give you an example of like what that feels like. You know, it's like you're not being too sensitive, you know, it's, people do that. And it's when they're, you know, it's when, usually when people are threatened by you, you know what I mean? Or it's like, you know, something, there's an insecurity in them. So it's like an opportunity to make you feel small about yourself. Again, it's not nice, but it does happen. So, I'll do them last. What do we need to know about? Oh, so what do we need? Right, what does the masculine want to say? What does the masculine collective want to say? So, okay, sorry, again, I just find it so funny how I get shocked every time, but it's genuine. It's like it fits with all of it, doesn't it? Like, will you ever forgive me? The masculines are like, will you ever forgive me for taking forever, like a lifetime, to remember us? Or even worse, will you ever forgive me for the fact that I've always known how important you were to me, but I couldn't work out how it was going to work? Oh, God. My nose is really itchy now as well. And for some, it isn't like they didn't know because, look, or they went into serious denial because I never expected to feel this way about you. And I'm so sorry for lying to you. But I feel I'm so sorry for lying to you. It's like I'm sorry that I lied, that I didn't feel the same and that I just watched. Now I want to have it all with you. Prosperity, security, 10 of Pentacles. I want to have the 10. I realise now that I'm meant to have this legacy with you. Fucking hell, that's pretty intense, isn't it? So it's like, right. What else? Oh shit, I didn't use what's blocking you, did I? Oh, God. Will we do it now? We need a mess. Let's get one back from the feminine. Again, this came out yesterday. It's almost time for a serendipitous meeting. Well, yeah, it was definitely that vibe. And you will see a wow synchronicity about us today. Expect it. There's some Pisces magic. And I trust you. That's lovely. Because remember, when I do this, they really do listen to me. It's like that's this group of twin flames that resonate, but it would just hit you in the heart. Again, these messages were so specific. If this doesn't make sense to you, it's likely not yours. But it doesn't mean you can't get help from other bits and bobs. But I feel like I want to shuffle these too. What else? But it's like it feels like those masculines really need to hear that. The feminine saying, I trust you. Doesn't mean it's not been really painful and confusing and all the other emotions that come with it. But I trust that you will get it in time and I will hear you out. Because it is time to rekindle. An old flame returns. I'm sorry, but I'm like, tell us what really fucking hell. That came out the other day too. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I look so tired. I don't think I could not look tired. But yeah, that's Venus retrograde is bringing stuff about. Forever Young, a song of youthful playfulness. So either you've known this person when you were younger, or it's just going to feel like that, right? There's not all these cards here, but the masculine wanted to jump in again. Wow, again, we called that too, because it's them speaking through me. I'm terrified of you rejecting me. So that is the fear that the masculine is going to have to push through, or they're just going to still secretly long for you, or they're just going to have to decide to secretly long for you from afar. But they're not going to do that because I want to explain myself to you. Wow, that's what's come through. Right, okay, so I think because I love these cards, let's just quickly. These are what, so you're going to see this. I was going to say that if you want, oh, that's annoying. I was going to say, if you, yeah, I'm going to use these in the membership. I doubt, nah, I'll probably be on the live stream. Well, I don't know what order. Basically, I'm going to use these in the membership today, but you'll probably be seeing this after I've done it. Depends how long this takes to upload. But then I'm going to be live anyway, so. Incomplete. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. Right. I feel that's why they didn't get me use it till now. That's been the issue here. If you're in this wave of twin flames, but again, this will resonate for all twin flames, you needed to feel whole on your own. Because although, yes, there is the concept of it's the other half of your soul, you need to be whole on your own first, and then you get the cherry on top of the cake. Vulnerable. You cannot experience true intimacy unless you open your heart and be yourself. And that's, again, I hadn't seen these particular cards. That's perfect. And also the alarm's going off again, time's up. But it's kind of like, that's to tell me for the live, actually. But you need to be vulnerable and open your heart. You need to, embrace the unpredictability of, is this person going to hear me out? How hard am I going to have to try? All this kind of stuff. Everybody has to face this at some point in life. Otherwise, you stay stuck in the past. And this also says, let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome new love into your life. So either this is somebody that's, I heard hanging around like a bad smell. Either this is somebody that's like got a lot to say about your life that shouldn't, or this is like, you've been long away from somebody, or this could be quite a few exes, however this fits. It's people that have like had a lasting effect on you, but a negative one. And it's time to clear your energy of that. So that's really come up in the collective. So I'm not surprised to see that. Right, the new earth energy. See, that when I used to be in a flow of doing this, when I started doing these ones like what, 2.5 years ago or something, like these the ones that I call the twin flame therapy, they always used to land at about 1 hour 17, 18, 20 minutes, and it's 1 hour 18 just now on this. I don't know what it is at your end. So what's the new earth energy going forward? An old flame returning, Venus retrograde. Guidance. Spirit guides and celestial beings work with you. Trust in the gift of guidance. And I just basically feel that's about what's come through. If this resonated with you, your guides and angels and ancestors have spoke through me. So you're welcome. And if you would want that in a personal session, you can book a personal session. Detach. And again, it's like they're reminding me, I can feel that guy in spirit. The last woman that booked that newbie session, she was just, I mean, she's going to write a review at some point, which I'm grateful for. Again, and I said to her, no rush. Like, I said to leave it, the 3 weeks and see how she feels. But yeah, she was like, I just expected it to be a card reading. Like, but as we know, it's never a card reading. She only, because you see, I thought it was a few months ago. She actually only found me a month ago. So that's amazing that she actually went. That's what I said to her. That's amazing that she took the initiative to actually book the session, because I saw the energy lifting her. It was lovely to see the energy come back, especially because she was connecting with this lovely guy in the spirit, her best friend, her twin flame. But it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, retreat from situations that are not in harmony with your soul, open to the greater love of self. There's that message coming in again. It's time to detach, detox, declutter those people around you that are not serving you, that are actually harming you, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and I fucking hope not physically, but there's people that are not good for a lot of people listening to this. Shaman. And whenever these cards come out, it's just that it's like boom drop the mic. They're like, they used me as, there's lots of shamans, but they used me as the twin flame shaman. And again, like I just like to stress, like I'm not one of those ones that's just saying that. Like I actually have earned the title of this. The unbound energy of the ancient shaman illuminates the path to wellness, wholeness, and freedom. It feels like, that real ancient shamanic part of me, like real deep elder, twin flame elders, have really been coming through to say you can get back to wellness, wholeness, and freedom, but only when you value your energy. Venus retrograde and Aries, you value your energy and you're assertive enough to, get away from the low vibrational energy. Because look, vibrational shift, you're shifting from your polarized world of duality to freedom and heart unity. Basically, if this resonated, you're in unity consciousness. You're in Christ consciousness. You know, you don't even need to really know what that means again, because everything I do is light code activation, light language. It's like I've just been clearing the energy and making it crystal clear. And the epiphanies will have been coming to you during, if it's meant to, or they will after. So pay attention to all the synchronicity. But I'm going to end that there, isn't it? That might be it too. There's been a vibrational shift, or there will be after listening to this. And yeah, I'm going to go and eat my tea, and then I'll see you in the live stream in a bit. See you later. Or you'll have already watched it if you watch this. Everything's past, present, future. And yeah, I think that's it. See you in tomorrow's one. Again, it's really annoying because I seem to be filming them in real time. But if I don't have energy, I don't think I will. If I don't film one tomorrow, unless I'm only on the live for a bit, yeah, if you don't, basically I'll put out an old one tomorrow. So there'll be something, especially because it might might take that long for the videos from Monday to go up. But anyway, see you later. Oh, I'm nearly ending it. 1, 2, 3. See you later. Okay, let's go.